Good afternoon, passport holders. Today, November 8th, 2016, making it day 739 of the vlogs, and it is also election day. It's been a crazy start to today, though. I woke up after going to sleep around like 1:15 is when I actually fell asleep. I went to bed around 12:30, and the rest of the files all came back for the long form talk that was given overnight. The VaynerMedia team put up an ASAP request, which they're all pretty much ASAP requests at this point, but like a super ASAP request for DailyV 83 to get captioned. I spent an hour and a half doing that first thing this morning before I even stepped out of bed, and so that got done. Total turnaround time on that, just under 2 hours for a 12-minute video. So took a shower, kind of took the last hour as a down hour, kind of got everything all squared away. Did 2 other shorties that have come in from various clients, and then did the vlog edit, uploaded that, got that live. Clintus's captions just came through, or Clintus's caption request just came through, went out to the team, and at this point I'm going to Ben and Cammie's in order to do laundry, because I needed to do laundry for not only clothes but for sheets and towels and whatnot. While there, I will try and finish up the portion that I was doing on the long form talk, and then compile all the requisite pieces and hopefully do a final review all before I head back here. So it's gonna be a busy one. It's a good one. I've got one other shorty that's on the board, just a friend making a request, and so I'm gonna caption that stuff for him. But that's kind of what's on today until we'll call it 7 or 8 o'clock, when I'll probably turn on the election coverage and see kind of what's happening, not just at the national level, but at the state level as well, because a lot of the races that I was more interested in and have a bigger impact on my life are here in the state of Arizona. So I want to see how those come up. So we'll see. But all said, should be a good day. I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday on day of recording, a great Wednesday if you're watching it on day of release. Let's get this one started. Laundry done, bag packed. So yes, short version is in the 3 hours that I was here, I think, all things said and done. Compiled all of the big video, the big Q&A session, the hour and 40-minute session. Got that all compiled, got it all formatted, and basically now all we got is final Q&A runs through it, so that's good. Clintus's file came back. Hyla's wasn't sent because I've turned hers off because I was manually doing it, and I'm not regretting that. Last week I sent it through because it was like a 20-minute compilation video. This week it's 7 minutes. I decided to take a crack at it. I'm like halfway through that, so on the way home it's picking up dinner, then handling Clintus's final review, finishing Hyla's, and then getting into the election coverage and the QA stuff for the final big video. And so if I can get that done tonight, I'll be super pumped, and I think that it's very high likelihood that I will be able to achieve all that by midnight, 1 o'clock. So, but that stated, I gotta get on the road before super rush hour hits. I am heading the right way on the 143 though, so it's good, but it's not great. It's still gonna be crowded and it's gonna be busy. So yeah, let's go get some food though. Much like last week, watched World Series Game 7, watched history happening, and this has got a very similar vibe. We're now 3 hours into election coverage, and I don't think we're gonna see it ease up anytime tonight. I'm not shocked that we're seeing it be close, but seeing it be this close is completely unexpected, given kind of the feel that I've had from a lot of my friends and the people that I've talked with. And yeah, I mean, I've seen, like, and this is crazy to me, right? Unlike a lot of my friends, they don't go out into the rural areas of the country, and in 2015 I certainly did, right? Driving through all 40 contiguous states, I saw a lot of the rural part of this country, and there is no question that there are major areas in a lot of states that are really hurting financially and economically, and opportunities, education. Like, I mean, I just recall back to southern Utah, where there was an entire school that looked like it could probably hold about 300 to 400 kids. It was completely shut down because the factory had shut down in town. Things like that that I saw as I was driving around the country. So I am incredibly sympathetic to what's going on out there because I was living in it, for a lot of the time of my road trip around the country. So definitely interesting. That's the one thing that I wish that everyone on all sides had is much more empathy towards each other, right? We all got to sit down at the Thanksgiving dinner table here in 3 weeks' time. Why this divisiveness? It seems, really sad to me that we've all kind of gone that way and that we can't be mature about these kinds of things and having differing opinions. Just, person to person, we are still people. So that said, with all the stuff going on right now, I'm going to go and grab some beers, and I've got a ton of work to still finish up, but I'm going to continue to do it, and if this thing continues to be close into the 9 or 10 o'clock hour, I may settle in with a couple of beers and watch it play out, because this thing could get crazy. So we're just past 11 o'clock here in Arizona, 1:15 at this point on the East Coast. This race still hasn't been called. I have a ton of work that I need to go and do, but I can't walk away from this. Much like last week when I was watching the Cubs win the World Series, this feels the same kind of way, where I am watching history unfold. And the first time that I had that, and that's actually recorded in the vlogs, is when I went back to Oklahoma City and went and visited the memorial there. I felt these moments multiple times in my life, and this is one of them. And holy smokes, like, there is a real chance that someone that 52% of the country feels is unfit to be president is going to be president. There's a lot of mixed emotions for me on this one. All right, so it's 2:15 a.m. here in Arizona, 4:15 a.m. out on the East Coast, 1:15 a.m. On the West Coast here in the United States of America, and Donald Trump is going to be the 45th president of America, and I personally, this doesn't really mean a great deal to me. That stated, the thing that I said to a friend who happens to live overseas, I think, is exactly the way that I'm feeling regarding all of this. And so, just so that I don't have to go dig through my Facebook history, I feel like this is the right place for me to record this and give a little bit of my perspective on things. So my post read, let me start with the actual post that I posted on my page of an image of the comment that I left. And that is, I just posted this as a response to a friend's post, and honestly, I don't think I could better sum up everything from my perspective, especially after driving through all 48 contiguous states and seeing an incredible amount of the country. And the post that I posted to my friend's post was, and yes, I know that's redundant, but it's Facebook. It's like Reddit. It's what it is. But here's my post. As I've said on other comments on Facebook, empathy, empathy, empathy. Understand the pain of the co-worker's son who's scared of solar energy and losing his job like his dad lost his when he was making car parts. Understand the idealism of someone who got a doctorate despite all the financial hardship to help people, but knows they will never repay it in real dollars. Understand that we as brand human being have done incredible things despite great blunders. And most of all, remember that these folks who voted the opposite way than you did are your waiter, your employer, your hotel desk clerk, and your house cleaner. As much as we might disagree politically, in these areas that are defined by artificial lines, we are one people. No need to draw lines in the sand that are irreparable. I know that so many people in this country, 52% of the country, is upset with this result. At the same time, the system is what it is, and I understand your pain. All that said, we have to try and make the best of the situations that we are faced with, both here at home and abroad, and quite frankly, and this may be more important at this point in the world, economically. We have to make the right choices for all of us. It just is what it is. But as we sit here at 2:15 a.m., I'm going to continue to watch political coverage the rest of the night, probably very early into the morning, if not more than that, because I do want to see Secretary Clinton's concession speech. It sounds like it might be coming at 8 a.m. Eastern. In the meantime, I'm going to pay attention to all this, probably do some work, because as much as one of my good friends and my clients, my top client right now, he has a shirt that says Democrat, Republican, entrepreneur, and the entrepreneur has a big ol' X in that box. I'm an entrepreneur at the end of the day, and I've got more work to do, and I've got a lot of things that I have to go and make happen. But I will say thank you guys so much for your time and your attention. As always, I appreciate them so much. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.